get to the main event. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Musa, Shabazz.
All right, guys, welcome back. It is the main event of the evening. Aspen Ladd's brother is 9-0. They are trying to get this guy to turn pro and go to the UFC. And to do that, he's going to have to keep on winning belts. And tonight, not only is he the 205 5150 champion, but the California State Light Heavyweight Championship is on the line as well. It is vacant. Should Shealor win tonight, he will leave with both titles. Should Musa win tonight, he will leave with both titles. One guy will have 2 belts when this fight is over. Both belts on the line. And here is Musa Shabazz out of the UFC gym in Concord. And he has beat Kaleo Lagapa, who, by the way, is a stud. He beat Justin Verveil, and his last win was over Lagapa, and that was in October of 2022. He has not fought since December of 2022 when he picked up a loss at SFC SF Combat against Antonio Andrade. So a year and a half layoff for Musa Shabazz, who comes in looking like an absolute action figure. I'll tell you what, it is not easy to find guys to fight Shealor Ladd.
And fighting out of the red corner, Shealor Ladd.
Shealor Ladd speaks for himself, guys. He's beaten everybody there is to beat. He beat Aaron Klinghardt. He beat Justin Verveil. He beat Tyson Sundust. He beat James Delsick. He beat Valenia Kulu. He beat Kyle Clark in his last outing. Kyle Clark was 4-0 going into that fight and had never been out of the first round. And he lost a unanimous decision in SF Combat to this guy right here, Shealor Ladd. He also has a kickboxing win, which he won in round number 3 with a knockout. So Shealor Ladd is the real deal. He's got Fluffy Hernandez in his corner, Jim West is in his corner, Thomas Fallon is in his corner, MMA Gold royalty, as well as UFC royalty, and of course, his little sister, his older little sister, sits in the corner watching her little brother go to war. Shealor was, of course, set to fight Robert Clifton back in March of this year at 5150 Fight Night to defend the same title. Clifton was not able to go. Shealor Ladd had no opponent. They moved the fight to this night, where he will take on Musa Shabazz. Shealor Ladd comes into the cage like the last emperor. He just always looks like he's not ready to fight, but he is. Let's send it up to the ring announcer.
This bout is for the vacant light heavyweight state championship, as well as the 5150 lightweight title. Introducing first, representing UFC Gym Concord, Musa Shabazz. And introducing out of the red corner, your current 5150 light heavyweight champion, Shealor Ladd.
Brian Tyler's going to give instructions, but I'm going to tell you the key to beating Shealor Ladd. It's don't be scared. If you can find an opponent that is not scared of Shealor Ladd, he'll have a chance to beat him. To lose, he said, I don't care if I die. I'm not scared of Mike Tyson. And guess what? He knocked out Mike Tyson. All it takes is no fear, and you can beat a guy who's never been beat. The problem with guys in Shealor Ladd is they come in thinking they're going to lose. Does Musa Shabazz have a different game plan? Does he have better confidence? He looks to be the bigger, stronger man. Shealor Ladd with some educated feet right there. Gets inside. Musa Shabazz bullies him to the ground. Looking for his back. That is not going to work against Shealor Ladd. Musa's probably going to have his best chance if he stays on his feet. Once Shealor gets you on the ground, you are in enemy territory. Shealor does not like to let people back up. If I'm Musa, I'm going to get up, try to wall walk it. I'm going to create separation and try to turn this into a striking battle. Musa looks for a guillotine from the bottom. He's going to use that to stand up, but Shealor's going to put him right back down because he's still got his waist. Once Shealor Ladd has a hold of you, it is like an anaconda trying to get out from underneath. Shealor's going to throw knees from this position. He always does. And there they are. And Shealor Ladd, guys, 9-0, comes from a family of MMA royalty. He's been training his whole life. Musa doing a good job. Musa needs to turn him onto the cage and create separation. Musa Shabazz needs to make this a striking match. You hear the crowd saying Shealor looks like a serial killer, and he does. And he fights like one too. Musa is on top. He needs to stay controlled and not let Shealor get out from underneath him. I would not have went for a mount there, but now he's going to end up on top. Musa Shabazz has Shealor Ladd in a position I've never seen him in, and Shealor gets out of it. And now he's in the open guard of Musa Shabazz, who needs to get up and turn this into a striking contest. Musa needs to turn this into a striking battle as quickly as possible. He's going to give up his back now to Shealor Ladd. Not the place you want to be. Once Shealor Ladd has a hold of you, it's a whole different animal inside that cage. Shealor in the red trunks, Shabazz on his back in the white trunks. Light heavyweight title on the line, 51/50s version, as well as the California State title. Here come the knees now from Shealor Ladd. Musa uses that. When he's going to turn the wrong way, he needs to turn into Shealor, not away from him. Turning away is going to give up his back. And that's, so now those are legal. Should they go up above the waistband, they would become an illegal blow. Shealor Ladd is absolutely a dominant force on the ground. These are 3-minute rounds, the only 3-minute rounds we will see tonight. 10 seconds clock. Musa Shabazz eating leather. Musa just needs to get out of this. He did very well, actually. I have never seen Shealor Ladd get mounted in my life. And Musa did it. And that should be a moral victory for Musa Shabazz, who gets up very gingerly. Now, I talked about the corner of Shealor Ladd, but look in the corner of Musa Shabazz. You have Zong Lao, the founder of Dragon House MMA. He also runs Zong Lao's fighting series as well as Dragon House fight series. He's got some studs underneath him who have won multiple world titles. This is a battle of two very big Northern California gyms. In the case of MMA Gold, they're obviously worldwide because they have a ton of people in the UFC, Bellator, and of course, the Pro Fighting Championships, the PFL. Shealor never changes his facial expression. The only time he smiles is to show his mouthpiece to the referee, just to say he's got it in his mouth. Musa needs to keep distance. And Shealor, look at Shealor. What the? I've never seen any charisma from Shealor Ladd like that. He's dancing. Here we go. No glove touch. Musa needs to step outside. Do not clinch up. But he does. Now he throws him off, and that's what he needs to do. Stay out of the range of that leg kick. Musa can fight. Nice left hand there. Nice right hand. He hurt Shealor in the first round. Shealor is a technician. Oh, nice left hand from Shealor on the entry. Body shot from Shabazz gets out of the way, and here comes Shealor. Looking for the double leg. And this is a bad spot for Musa. He's going to look for a Kimura here, though. Heads up move here if he can get this out of there. Shealor pretty strong, but Musa's got guns. He lets go of it. He's going to leave B. Now, here's the problem for Musa Shabazz. They are directly next to Jim West, trainer of champions, and he is right in Shealor's ear to the point that they're looking at each other while they're talking. That is scary. To have one of the best amateur fighters in the world on top of you and the best coach in the world talking to him 2 feet away from him, telling him exactly what to do. This is a horrible spot for Musa Shabazz. Absolutely terrible. I mean, this is almost like they're in practice right now. Jim's right in his ear, telling him exactly what to do. The only good thing is that Musa can hear the game plan. Can he stop it? Shealor continues to drop bombs. 5150 Fight Night 12 live from inside the Fitness Center. 5150 Fitness Center, Livingston, California. Jim Cooley, the Voice of Champions, at Voice of Champions on Instagram. Competitive Fighting Sports. Find him on YouTube, find him on Instagram, find him everywhere. Find all the best California catalog of mixed martial arts fights. Once Shealor is on top of you, I said it earlier, it is very hard to get out from underneath him. Wrestling background, training with studs. And what you're witnessing right now is the reason that it is so hard to get someone to fight Shealor Ladd. He's not necessarily going to come in and knock you out, but he just doesn't let you get any kind of offense. Looking for a rear naked. I think actually Musa's going to get out of this. I think he's going to be able to pull his head out of this. Yeah, it looked pretty loose. But Musa is just turtling right now, and this fight might get stopped. He can't just sit there. Brian Tyler taking a close look. Now he's going to give up his back. 10 seconds, he's flattened out, and here comes Shealor Ladd. Musa kicking his feet. This fight could get stopped, and the bell could ring. This is going to be close. Brian Tyler was close to stopping this one. And Shealor looks down at his downed opponent literally like dinner. Just looked at him like, yeah, I'm going to kill you. Unbelievable look from Shealor Ladd. And Musa had to just be thinking, please let me out of this cage right now. Musa Shabazz can fight for sure. The problem is he's getting too close to Shealor Ladd. Sometimes you come into a fight and you think, look, I'm a great grappler. I'm strong. I'm stronger than this guy. Look at my body. Look at his body. I can out-grapple this guy. You can't. Right now, what needs to happen, as I'm looking at Thomas Fallon's Project Rock UFC shoes that I'm going to steal later, what needs to happen is Shabazz needs to figure out a way to create distance and fight from outside offline and stop letting Shealor clinch up on him. Those are UFC issues. I collect Project Rock, and Thomas Fallon has the actual shoes that were issued to the fighters by Dwayne Johnson in the UFC, and I want them. Here we go, and right away, Musa gets in close, and right away, Shealor bulldogs him, has a rear waist lock. He's going to take him down, and this fight will end like it started with Shealor Ladd on top of Musa. Big body shots coming in now from Shealor Ladd. Big body shots from Shealor. Musa's almost given up here. He's almost doing nothing. And that's what happens when a guy like Shealor Ladd is on top of you. It breaks your will to fight. It breaks your spirit. You can't figure out what to do and why you can't do anything. Your mind tells you, I should be able to do something here, but you simply cannot. Getting instructions now from Thomas Fallon. Gets on top. Body shots. Brian Tyler saying you can't stay there. You got to defend yourself. Shealor Ladd could pick up a finish here if Musa doesn't fight back. Barring a miracle, Shealor Ladd is going to move to 10-0 and pick up the California State Championship. And it might be time for Shealor Ladd to go pro and see what he can do in the professional ranks, and this fight's over. And Brian Tyler's seen enough. Musa Shabazz is exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Shealor Ladd stays perfect. 10-0. Picks up a finish. Picks up another belt for the wall. Shealor Ladd is for real. And now you see a little bit of emotion from Shealor Ladd as he smiles just slightly. Jim West looks like he has a migraine. Thomas Fallon has a fanny pack. Motley Crue in the corner. Shealor Ladd, they're all my boys, so I can make fun of them. Phil Flathers is happy. His star is intact. Fluffy comes in looking like an extra from Scarface with Aspen Ladd next to him. Aspen gets 10 times more nervous watching her little brother fight than she does when she fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that main event? Come on, what a fight these two gentlemen put on. And your winner in the third round at 1 minute and 18 seconds, and your 5150 light heavyweight champion and state light heavyweight champion, Shealor Ladd.
All right, guys, Shealor Ladd picks up another belt for the trophy room at the Ladd House. As Aspen Ladd and Fluffy Hernandez look on, Shealor Ladd makes history, moving to 10-0 and walking away with 2 belts. Thanks for joining us at 5150 Fight Night 12. My name is Jim Cooley for Competitive Fighting Sports, Julio Valadez, and everybody else in between. We'll see you next time, and until then, act like you know.